Hey, what's going on, guys? Joe here, coming at you today with a quick discussion piece. I'm going to try to keep this video under 10 minutes. So we got our coffee today. We're going to do a little bit of coffee talk, if you will. And I just finished watching the Clash Talk Episode 2 Community Q&A with Supercell Community Manager Darian and the Supercell Forum moderators Loch Ness Meowster and Smolson. A lot of great content. Make sure you check out this video. They talk about a lot of things in the video. But today I'm going to come at you today in the YouTuber's perspective, if you will. And what I mean by that is right now I am honestly struggling to make content for Clash of Clans. Like, I can only do the same, war strategies so many times before I feel like I'm beating a dead horse, or the same farming strategies before I feel like I'm beating a dead horse and not really progressing in the channel. I feel like I'm making the same stuff and it's getting really old. A lot of you guys tune into this channel for either the war strategies, the breakdowns, even some of you like my older content in, the AI and detailed content. Realistically, guys, from the YouTuber's perspective, those videos are extremely difficult to make. They require a lot of time, and they take a lot of time and attention to detail, because if I release a video to you guys with a lot of detail and it's false information, or I don't put a troop in the right space, some of you guys out there are going to call me on it, and it makes me very anxious to make those videos because I don't want to put out false content. I confidently made the queen walk video the other day because I know how to queen walk. You can argue with me all day long or tell me what you think is realistic for a queen walk, and I guarantee you I can prove you wrong. But that's just because I've been doing it for almost 2.5 years and I know how to queen walk. They haven't changed the queen's AI that much or that dramatically in the last couple of years to where I couldn't confidently make that video for you. Now, I could continue to make war content for you guys, but I feel like right now in the game, Town Hall 9, there's only a few viable strategies that are realistic strategies. They're not specialized strategies. Realistic, meaning, Hog Riders is going to 3-star, Witches is going to 3-star, and Balloons is going to 3-star. That is realistic. I don't like making a lot of videos that says this is new when it's not really new. And then also at the same time on Town Hall 10, I made miner videos. This is probably one of my most popular videos right now is Town Hall 10 miners. But it's not realistic that you're going to 3-star every Town Hall 10 with miners. I know that for a fact, and I refuse to make another one that continues to try to beat that dead horse when it's not realistic. Honestly, I feel like Balloons would probably be more viable to 3-star at Town Hall 10 than miners, but a lot of people don't like using air. So, from my perspective right now, the game is extremely dry. It's the same stuff over and over and over again. And a lot of you guys that know me and have been on this channel for a long time know that I absolutely hate speculation videos. I will not make a speculation video. I'm not going to destroy my own credibility off of a speculation video. But I will ask you the question first is, what does Clash of Clans need right now? Like, what does it need to really spice up the game, to change the dynamic of the game, really spark your interest a little bit more? Now, I've heard some of you guys that are more vocal say that you're happy with the game right now. You feel like there's nothing that's needed. You enjoy clan war, you enjoy pushing, and you enjoy farming, and you enjoy your clans. Guys, I used to feel the same way about 3 years ago. About 2 years ago, I joined A-Team 2, and I was opened up to a completely new world that I didn't even know existed on the Line application, the chat app. The amount of people that were involved in the community aspect of clan wars and building their clans blew my mind because I didn't know it existed. And now it's even larger on Discord. As I look across my Discord, I have so many servers that I'm in that there's thousands of people. I mean, the Clash of Text with Joe server has almost 700 people in it, and I had no idea. I had no idea that many people were involved. So what do you feel the game needs right now to really change things up? They did speak of a few topics of war matchmaking and clouding. Those are issues that have been issues for years now. I feel that they could tweak war matchmaking until the game eventually falls off the server or the servers are turned off, and they will never have clan war matchmaking where everybody wants it to be. And the reason being is because engineering hasn't been fixed yet, and I doubt that they ever will fix it, because they even said it in the video that they feel it's not cheating, but it is a loophole, and it really is a loophole. An example of this is that I went to A-Team 2 the other day, I went to Death of a King, and I went to Warrior, 3 clans in my clan family, and all 3 of the wars that they were actively engaged in were engineered type bases that they were facing. Not necessarily all engineered with an advantage, but the bases themselves were like Town Hall 8 bases with, you know, a Town Hall 11 on it. And it was like, come on, man, I can't make content from this. Like, it's just kind of one of those things that's like an eyesore at this point. Like, I can't even try to sell to you that this is a viable strategy when we look at a Town Hall 8 base and it's got an Archer Queen on it. You're like, come on, dude, like, what the heck? So war matchmaking is never going to be 100% accurate or what they want it to be. I don't feel like it's ever going to be there. They can make all the changes or gut feeling changes like they said in the video, and it's never going to please everybody. So that's one thing that's going to be a topic that they're going to continue to work on. Clouding, I don't see clouding being fixed until they do something about the village guard or they do something about the shields. The problem with clouding is the fact that there's so many accounts that are on active shield that nobody can really attack. So maybe if they shifted it to like a draft style, or they shifted it to a, you know, removing the guard altogether up at that level, up at Legend League. Like, what I mean is, like, you cross into Legend League and you can no longer hold a, you know, a village guard or a shield for a certain amount of time. Maybe that might do something. I don't really know. Your opinions, I'm actually kind of curious to hear what you think would fix that. But the player versus player up at Legend League would make more sense, because then you could really get an accurate feel for trophy pushing, and you can get an accurate feel for who really is a Legend League player or who's actually spending days on the game, because that's why I've never hit Legend League. I refuse to sit on the game for hours at a time trying to hit Legend League just for that badge. I mean, it looks really cool and it's really shiny and it's awesome, but I don't feel that that is necessarily how I want to play the game. So, anyways, moving right along, they spoke of new content. Like, what new content do you feel needs to be in the game? It was confirmed. They're not bringing Town Hall 12 in December. It's not a thing right now. And I completely agree with that, and I totally understand why they don't intend on bringing Town Hall 12, because it's not necessarily needed right now. There's a lot of, you know, a lot of things that are still messed up in the game that haven't been addressed fully, and also at the same time, there's still a lot of players that haven't caught up to Town Hall 11. So adding a new Town Hall 11 looks cool, but it's just a patch. It's a band-aid for the game. It's not necessarily that's going to be something that's going to fix the game right now. Also, some of you might be out there saying new troops. Well, they've kind of been testing new troops. I mean, if you look at December last year, they added the Ice Wizard for a little while, and I feel like that was a testing measure. They also added the Freeze Trap. They also added the Shrink Trap. They added the Giant Skeleton, and a lot of you would say, well, oh my god, it's a new troop from, or a troop from Clash Royale. Well, to answer back or fire back on that one, Supercell owns those troops. They can place those troops wherever they choose to place them. Just because they were introduced in Clash Royale first and then they went over to Clash of Clans doesn't necessarily mean that they were always intended for Clash Royale first, because if you guys played Clash Royale from the beginning and you remember, a lot of the troops came from Clash of Clans. So it's really that universe of troops that belong to Supercell, and you'll always see in their games if it's related to Clash of Clans, Clash Royale. So anyways, moving along, they spoke of name change. I really need the name change. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. My main base is a Town Hall 11. It is the very first account that I started back in September of 2013. And I haven't been able to play it for almost a year now. Reason being is I screwed up my name change, thinking it was something cool. I'm an iOS player, so I had a bunch of fancy characters in there, and I thought it would be something cool. But what I didn't know at the time when I did it is that Samsung devices wouldn't be able to see my name. So for almost a year there, Samsung accounts would see all question marks. now you won't even see my name at all. So if I'm in a clan that nobody recognizes or knows me, they're probably gonna boot me because they think the account is defective. And I've sent so many player requests or requests to Supercell to allow me to do a name change. I've made false statements into saying that it was my actual real name. I've made false statements to say it was derogatory to kind of meet their terms of why a new name change is required, and they completely disregarded it or ignored it. And I've also gone to actual Supercell employees requesting for a name change, and they wouldn't do it due to security measures or possible loss of their job. So I don't want anybody losing their job over my account. So hopefully they will add a name change. That would be phenomenal because I definitely need that to be done. And that pretty much wraps it up. If you didn't check out the video, I'll drop the link down in the description below. It's in game as well. You probably have already watched it or saw some of it. But what I'm really interested from you guys is, what do you feel the game needs right now? I feel it needs leagues. I feel it needs tournament mode. I feel it needs stuff that's going to get us more engaged in our clans, as well as help out those people, the players that are driving the current leagues that are out there. I don't really know. That's just my opinion and how I feel about it. But anyways, that's going to wrap this video up for me, guys. Smash that like button. Drop those comments below. I want to hear your feedback, and hopefully we can share it to Supercell and see what they think. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and thanks for watching, guys.